All right, well, let's get back to what the fuck. Okay, Formula One. Did you think I wasn't going to talk about Formula One? What did you think I was going to talk about? How Mississippi State fucking trounced my LSU Tigers? You know, another one of my favorite teams, SMU, giving away 56 pounds per player on the fucking offensive and defensive line against TCU. Come on, frogs. How SMU was whipping that fucking horn-toned ass for fucking the first half before they wore them down. They just leaned on them. Do you think I was going to congratulate the Cleveland Indians on an unprecedented 22 in a row? Is that what you thought I was going to do? You think I was going to do all of that and I wasn't going to talk about that Formula One race down in fucking Singapore? That race made me sick. It's one of my favorite races of the year. It's at night. It's in Singapore. It's one of the most beautiful, amazing, / kind of freak me out cities I've ever been to in my life / countries. It really is one of the most beautiful, amazing fucking city where you just feel like your overbearing parents are home all the time. It was fucking rain. It was night. It was raining out. Okay, the Ferraris were running great. Daniel Ricciardo was running great. Mercedes wasn't doing that well. You know, I don't know if Hamilton had I thought it was all tied up. Maybe he was up by 3 points. I can't remember. But Ferrari needed to show up on this fucking day. All right? And if you watched when they were doing the time trials on Saturday and you saw what it was like trying to drive behind somebody doing 150, 60, 70, 80 fucking miles an hour with that fucking rooster tail of water coming up, I mean, it was going to be an unbelievable fucking race. God knows whoever's in fucking first place and then first turn is going to win the goddamn race. All right? So Sebastian Vettel, the Ferraris, they get first and third. All right? With Daniel Ricciardo and the Red Bull is in second fucking place. I believe that's the way it was, right? Fucking Mercedes are back in fourth and fifth. So the goddamn race starts. All Ferrari has to do, all he's got to do is just make it to the first turn in first fucking place, unscathed. He's going to win this fucking race. Okay? Worst case scenario, Hamilton gets fucking second place. That's only 18 points. Vettel's going to get 25. He'll pick up fucking, whatever. What is that? 7 points. The fucking race starts. Kimi Räikkönen, he acted like fucking Greg Brady when the pressure was on to beat Marcia. Got to get close to that quarter of an inch. He fucking stomps on the gas, tries to go around. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Max Verstappen, not Daniel Ricciardo. Tries to go around the guy. Their fucking tires get all fucking interlocked there, and they fucking go up and over. He fucking fucks up his car, slams the fucking Red Bull car into his fucking teammate, the other Ferrari. Vettel makes it to the first turn unscathed. Meanwhile, fucking, not unscathed, but he makes it there. But his car's fucked up. It got hit in the back. Meanwhile, fucking Lewis fucking Hamilton, he drives right around the shit. Right as he's sneaking by, fuckhead comes back in with this fucked up car, Greg Brady, right? Smashes in to the fucking Red Bull guy again. And who does he hit? He hits the fucking Alfonso in the fucking orange car, trying to do the exact same thing as Lewis Hamilton. But Lewis Hamilton's the Derek Jeter fucking star child, just blessed. 3,000 hit, you hit a fucking grand slam. One of these guys. And fucking Vettel drives 2 more turns and the whole front of his car comes off. Both Ferraris out of the fucking race. They were in first and third place or first and fourth. I don't remember. They had him. They had him and they let him off the hook. They were both out of the race before it even fucking started. And all I could think is what my dad used to always say when somebody would do something like that. You'd be, oh, Christ, this guy, that guy, he could fuck up a free lunch. That's the first expression that popped in my head. I think I tweeted it. I was so fucking pissed. Ferrari could fuck up a free lunch. I mean, that was a free lunch. No one could drive fast that day. Mercedes weren't running well the whole fucking weekend. So what do? You take out yourself and your fucking teammate. You clear out the whole fucking front row for fucking Lewis Hamilton, who just drives along unscathed. That guy, Lewis Hamilton, is a blessed man. That's one of those deals. He's one of those guys makes you believe in a higher power. Like, this just somebody that just fucking loves it. I mean, I'm taking away all the preparation the man does, but You know, he cuts around the outside, no problem. Alfonso goes through the same thing. His fucking day's over. Unbelievable. And then the rest of the race, they're riding around the fucking rain. And Hamilton fucking wins. No problem. Unfucking believable. Man, I wanted to see a race. I knew that Hamilton was going to try to fucking, he wasn't going to be happy sitting in, you know, all the way back there, right? Who would be, right? I wanted to see what the fuck he was going to do with his car not doing that well in all of that rain. Would he actually crash? I mean, you know he's going to push it to the fucking limit. All of that was out the second it started. Like, remember that year the Jets were supposed to be good in like fucking 99? In like the first game, Vinny Testaverde goes back and blows out his Achilles, and then Keyshawn was crying after the game. That was the original. That's my quarterback. That was the original. That's what it was like. I still watched the fucking race. It was still exciting, but Jesus Christ. Anyways. And then I watched the boxing. That's all I did this weekend is I just fucking watched. I'm writing an episode of F is for Family, so I just stayed in the whole fucking weekend. And when I wasn't writing, I was just watching sports. And I'm not a big boxing guy just because I've gotten fucked over so many times on the pay-per-views. So forgive me if I fuck up the pronunciation. Is it Golovkin versus Canelo? And that took me back. That's what pay-per-view boxing used to be. I'm not saying he didn't get fucked every once in a while back then, but it was just, dude, it was fucking forehead to forehead. It was a war. Feeling each other out, respecting each other and all of that shit. And then the usual bullshit happened. You know, how that fucking lady saw it 118 to 110. I mean, Jesus, I don't know shit about boxing, and I was like, what the fuck? And I loved how Roy Jones in the fucking end goes like, I love that it was a draw. You know, because that means we get to see this again, and next time there's definitely going to be a decision. And I felt like I felt like he was like, they were like, Roy, don't bring this up. This is the Illuminati script of boxing. Please don't bring this shit up. That this whole fucking thing is that it was going to be a draw. If we had any way to make this thing be a fucking draw, so we could do it again. But it was great. It was a great fucking fight. It sucked. I thought Golovkin clearly won the fight. I just thought he was backing him up the whole fucking time. And I know Canelo had some big shots towards the end, but Golovkin just fucking walked. He ate them all up. He would back off for a second. He'd just come back, and then he would fucking give him, you know, if he took two, he'd come back and give him two. I just thought, you know, I don't know. I agreed with that fucking guy who screams all the time. I'll tell you right now, I got the fight. 9 rounds, the fucking man. That guy's always screaming. Do they have him in the crowd so he can't hear himself? Does he not have headsets on? I love that he yells every fucking time. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The decision obviously stunk, but I did not feel that I got fucked on my money. I feel like the fighters got fucked, and I retweeted this rant that Teddy Atlas went on. And it was, you know, somebody has to say, I just don't understand how it's still that corrupt. It's just they've never, like... It was weird. Like, Vegas was totally corrupt and totally mobbed up. And then they cleaned it up by putting those corporations in there who then fucked you on everything, including the steak. Why can't they clean up boxing? Can they get the mob out of there so that the corporations can come over on the legal side of stealing and fuck people more than they ever have? Maybe they have. I have no idea. I don't understand it. But Teddy Atlas said... I'm going to butcher it how he said it. He said those guys went in the ring and came out less of who they were, meaning that you do permanent damage to yourself. I mean, when they were breaking down the power shots and all of that type of shit, it's like I was watching Rogan's recap of it with Jim Norton, and Rogan read some stats where this guy, he took, here's the blue, his head. He took 118 punches to the fucking head. I haven't taken 118 punches to the head in my life. My older brother used to beat the shit out of me all the time, but we knew you kept it to the body. That's why your father wouldn't see it when you came home. But other than that, I mean, it was It was great. It was everything that I knew that Mayweather and McGregor wasn't going to be. And that's why I didn't rent it, and that's why I spent my money on that. I still got fucked.